itchy. How do people wear these? Hello friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Oh my god, exactly a week ago today I posted on Instagram this photo here. Look at that, who's that? It's me. And then I asked for questions about my hair. And I also put it on Twitter and my personal Facebook. Quick disclaimer before we start. I'm not a hairdresser, I'm not a hairstylist. I don't know anything about hair. I know very little about hair. Very little. Everything I have to say is about my experience with hair. Take everything I say with a grain of salt as usual. I've collected a bunch of questions that people left on that post and I will be answering them today. If I give you any advice in this video, I just want to make sure that you know everything about my hair because this is all my experience, so what works for me may not work for your hair. I don't know anything about any type of hair other than the type of hair that grows upon my head. What is this? Random curly bits. Please excuse that. My hair type is really thick and I have a lot of hair. It's wavy. This is what it looks like blow dried with a round brush. And my natural hair color is red, for those of you who always ask. I've been dyeing it brown. I like it a lot. Let's just roll right on into the questions, shall we? First question is, would I ever go back to blonde? And for those of you that don't know, I was blonde one summer. It was very interesting. I kind of did it as a social experiment and then I immediately made it pink because it was blonde. Here's a photo if you wanted to know what that looked like. I'm not a blonde. It just doesn't fit my personality. I don't, not that you like have to have a certain personality, have a certain hair color. I don't know. It just was it felt weird. And I absolutely hate bleaching my hair. It's so bad for it. Especially my hair's so thick. It just gets so frizzy and like fried and dry and awful. And I've had to bleach it before to get it to green, which I'll show here, and then also to make it back to red from green, they had to bleach it twice, and that's what this looked like. That's a tricky thing about having a lighter natural hair color, is getting back to it from a darker color, or from a weird color, or whatever. Short answer for that question, no, I don't think I would go back to blonde unless I had to for a role. What has been your favorite hair color over the years? I think my favorite color it's just my natural hair color, just a redhead. That just feels like me the most. But I actually really love being a brunette. I feel like brunette fits my personality the best. I don't know. I also really loved having green hair. Green is a color I said I would never ever dye my hair, but I just felt like it one day and I'm so glad I did it. I really enjoyed that. Top favorite is being a redhead, but I'm very much happy being a brunette right now and probably will stick with that for a while if I keep getting work. Yay! When did you first start dyeing your hair? I dyed my hair for the first time when I was 14. I wanted to look like Cassidy Pope from Hey Monday. I loved her, so I did my hair like that. Except for I went to Catholic school, so when I showed up with that hair, I was immediately told I had to dye it one solid natural color. So I went for a kind of brighter, more orangey red than my natural hair is. Anyway, the short answer for that, I keep going on all these tangents. I was 14 when I started dyeing my hair. I wanted to start earlier, but my mom made me wait. And I think she still wishes that I waited until I was 18, but you can't stop me. What's a color you're wanting to try out? I'm kind of liking sticking to natural hair colors right now just because I am acting full-time and it's a little bit easier to find work with a normal hair color. But I think I've always wanted to do Hayley Williams hair circa 2007, like going from the yellow to the orange to the red. That would require more bleaching and I don't want to do that. Something more maintainable, I guess. Purple would be kind of cool, like maybe purple in a natural hair color and then I can dye over it if I need to, but we'll see. We'll see where the world takes me on that one. With color treated hair that's prone to breakage, how can I prevent both that and color fading at the same time? I feel like I'm the wrong person to ask this because I care very little about about color fading because I liked to dye my hair pretty frequently. But I think the best advice is just to look for shampoos that are meant for dried out hair. Make sure it's sulfate free. The shampoos I use are Pantene moisture renewal ones. Those are amazing and they make my hair feel freaking awesome. And then the other ones I use, I got in the UK because I had difficulty finding it here, but I then later found it here after I bought it in the UK, is the Garnier Ultimate Blends Olive for dry damaged hair. That stuff's amazing too, and it makes it feel really lightweight. I haven't noticed personally any issues with those two pulling my color out or anything like that. This is from 6 months and it's still brown. That's my advice. If you guys have any other advice for that, please leave it in the comments, because I'm just not a person who's very wary of, you know, color fading. How do you style the ends of your hair? If you use heat, how do you keep it looking so healthy? Up until recently, I'd been using a 1.5 inch barrel curler, and that's how I make my, you know, ends kind of curl in. I think the reason it looks healthy is just because it's darker on the ends, because sometimes lighter ends look more damaged and are really emphasized when heat is used. I'm not sure how I keep it looking healthy. I think just those products I mentioned before really help make it actually healthy, and I stopped bleaching it. I mean, once hair is damaged, there's honestly no way of getting it back. That's just a fact. You just cut it and wait for it to grow. But I'm trying to grow out my hair now, so I'm trying to do what I can. But if I don't use the curler as much anymore because my hair just doesn't feel as soft, so now I use a round brush and a hair dryer, and because I have so much hair that is so thick, it takes a very, very, very long time to get it like this. But since I have bangs, which are pushed aside for an audition, but you know, I have straight across bangs, you have to blow dry them. I have a very, very cheap blow dryer and a very, very cheap brush. I don't use anything, I just go for it. Maybe spray it with some heat protectant spray, but that's about it. Will you ever go fully natural again? Probably. This is pretty close to, I mean, it's gotten pretty faded to my natural pretty much now, but I don't think I will. I think my natural's too light, and I prefer myself with darker hair. How do you get it so voluminous? I think the best way to get your hair to be voluminous, especially if you have thinner hair, is to get layers, for sure, especially around the top. That's my suggestion. I think that's why my hair's been looking so flat, is because it's all one length, which it's not usually ever been in my life. Dry shampoo right to the roots and stuff, making it stay up a little bit. This Oribe Dry Texturizing Spray. I know a lot of people talk about it. I don't suggest buying it, if I'm being honest with you, because it's like $40. The only reason I was able to try it is because it came in a Birchbox one month when I had Birchbox, when I could afford that. And the little mini one lasted a really long time. I think you can buy the mini ones, to be honest with you, if you wanted to try it out. But again, I'm not a person that's going to push any specific products that you need, because no one needs anything. It's just all about what you want to do. My hair is troublesome to style. Does straightening damage it a lot, and does it look horrible after? I know people with shorter hair that are able to straighten it. I've had boyfriends that straighten their hair every day. The short answer is yes. No matter what hair type you have, no matter what you do, straightening is damaging. If you think about it, it's crushing your hair between two hot plates, and using heat on your hair is always, always, always damaging. But does it look horrible? No. I mean, you can look up, you know, YouTube videos for exact ways that you can use a straightener on short hair. I remember when I had a pixie cut, I got a very, very tiny straightener that I still have for my bangs. Highly recommend. It was like $20. I say go for it. If you don't like your hair being wavy and curly and stuff, straighten that itch. It's about burnt hair and if it's treatable or just a way to cover it up. First of all, burnt hair, is the worst smell in the world. I'll never forget, I was having my makeup done at a friend's house sitting on her toilet, and there was a candle lit, and then I started smelling something. It's because my hair was on fire. There's no way to fix burnt hair. It's just it's just like how damaged hair, you can't really fix it or solve it or bring it back to normal. All you can do is treat it with what you have. But I think when it comes to burnt hair, the only thing you can do is cut it off. You just have to cut it. I'm so sorry. And the last question is how to deal with split ends. No cure for split ends. There's a lot of products that are like split end serum, split end treatment. I get some of those, or I've had some of those from Birchboxes and stuff, but I personally wouldn't go out and buy them because I think they're a lie. The only way to fix split ends is by cutting your hair and getting your hair trimmed regularly, which sucks. Allegedly, if you get regular trims, your hair will grow faster. I can't afford to get regular trims, that's why I don't. But that is the best thing to do if you have a lot of split ends. Or you can even, if you just have a few, you can just like carefully chop them yourself. If you want to try those split end products, you might notice a difference. I don't know, but I think it's a hoax and capitalism is just taking over and wants to make you believe that they can fix something that cannot be fixed. Just like my life! Thank you so much for watching. If you have any more questions relating to my hair or hair in general, leave them down below and I will answer all of them for you in the comments. I always read every single comment because there's not that many, but I still read them and appreciate every single one and every single view, and like and share. Please subscribe to my channel. I'm posting a new video every single week, if not more. I might start posting twice a week soon. For now, it's at least once a week, so you can always see this freaking mug in your subscription box. But only if you subscribe. And share with your friends if you wanted to. I don't know if they care about hair. That rhymed. So, goodbye now. Thank you so much again for watching. Did you grow it yourself or did you hire a botanist? I actually grew it myself.
I asked that question